probably wondering why you clicked on this video, or you're probably wondering why I chose this topic, for instance. Well, the universe is telling us something, isn't that right? Anyways, today I want to talk about a very relevant issue in society. This is an issue that happens to postgraduates, to people who retire, to people who question their lives, and especially question the fact that I have a statue of a cat next to me that's wooden. Well, you're probably wondering why, and I'm not a cat lover. I simply love dogs more than cats, but I love the idea of good company because I like to be in my comfort zone at the moment. And you're probably thinking, why, Kim, you're not qualified to talk about this. You're not a psychologist or a professor at Stanford or something. Well, I can tell you, I myself have experienced tragedy, so I clearly give myself good advice. So that's what I'm doing in this video. Gonna give you good advice, gonna give you a greater insight of yourself and the purpose of your own life. So let's start off with what is existential crisis in the first place. Well, it's simply there from the keyword exist. So crisis is a tragic, chaotic word, we know that. But existential crisis is the time of your life that you're probably wondering what the heck you're doing, and you're just questioning your own life. It can be negative or positive, depending how you look at it. But we are all human beings, and we are capable of having that willpower to control ourselves and take charge of our own lives. So, in my opinion, I think this is a very complex topic, but as soon as we just learn more about ourselves, a lot of understanding. And I believe that imagination is greater than knowledge, and we both know who said that. Albert Einstein. So that guy just taught us a lot, and let's just get to a little bit of the history of the existential crisis. So, the guy who invented this kind of, philosophy of existential is Soren Kierkegaard, or Lord, please tell me. Soren Kierkegaard proposed that each individual is not only following the laws of their society or just like following their religion. They are solely responsible for their own given meaning of life and why they do things they do. Why do they eat what they eat? Okay, I feel like that's too much, but you get the point. People do things because simply they want to find meaning in their lives. And why do we go to school? To find out who the heck we're going to be in the future. Why do we watch movie? Because we're curious to know what happens in the movie. We all do things simply because there is a meaning towards it. Sometimes it can be very anonymous, and that's totally normal. And I feel like teenagers suffer a lot because it's like a window that's so vivid to all these emotions and just life, events. So it takes time to understand this complex crisis. So I want to tell you a little bit about my background and why am I talking about this, because I'm not even qualified for it. Well, it started when Kim was in 8th grade. Yes, Kim got an award for being existential. I know. This was unexpected, and I never thought I would receive such an award. I thought I would be like best in humor or best in sarcasm, but it turns out I got an existential award. And I was very confused, but I smiled throughout the whole ceremony. It was just crazy because I wanted to know why I received such an award. And so I asked my dad, why did I receive this award? Did people thought I was dead or something? What was the reason why I received something called existential award? Well, he said that, well, you really like to seek meaning in life, don't you, Kim? I was like, aren't we all doing that? Like, aren't we all just here because we want to achieve something? We all want something. That's normal as human beings to have desires. And I mean, if you don't have desires, then you're probably an alien. But I wanted to understand the meaning. So I think as in 10th grade, I took philosophy. That gave me a greater just loophole to my questions, and to also understand myself as a growing girl, not physically but mentally. So okay, anyways, 8th grade I had no clue what it meant. As I grew older, I started to realize that I have a purpose and I don't know it yet, but it's okay because I'm getting there. Like, you know, we all have our own journey and trivial experience. Somehow it's just so pressuring onto ourselves because we want to know what it is. And well, it's, you know, stick to the point of the crisis itself. We, or people who just graduated, people who have retired, people who are just questioning their own lives, I pray to you that you're choosing to look at the positive side of it. Because if you choose on the negative side, you are gonna go shallowed and a shark is going to eat you. Like in that Shallow movie with Blake Lively.
Oh shit.
Okay, so you have to look at the both sides. You're in between. Remember, in every life circumstances, there's a consequence, and consequences are not always whatever you want it to look like. So, to remind you that only you can be the dictator of your life. You can take charge of your own life. Like, growing up, I was very bossy. I wanted to be my own dictator in my family, but obviously it's the alpha is the father, so I can't be the boss. So anyways, I'm just saying that you are in control of your life, your actions, your emotions, whatever that, you know, whatever you eat for breakfast, you are responsible of your life. And I had to put that in my brain at grade 8 or 8th grade. I mean, not really, but 9th grade got better on understanding. Anyways, so, and here are my tips, here are my tips on here are my tips on helping with this crisis. So the first tip is to journal and just document a little bit of yourself, because once you identify who you really are, it is such an interesting, you know, you can understand what's your weakness, your strengths, and how you can kind of, you know, cope with the consequences that comes along with it. Like, let's say you're sad. What do you do when you're sad? Do you like to play music? Do you like to dance to Nicki Minaj? I don't know. So it's important to keep a record of your identity. That doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to journal every day, but just keep a footage of yourself. Because when you go back to it, you will be like, oh dang, this is what I was. Like, oh my god. And you just feel very astounded because you changed in a way, but also you understood who you really are or was before. So it's important to keep a record of yourself. I don't care if it's pictures of selfies or, I don't know, memes, anything. Just keep a record of what you do. Second is to surround yourself with positivity. I know this is gonna be a bit cliche, but look at the bright side of a situation. No matter what you do in your life, no matter how bad it gets, no matter if you got dumped by a dumb boyfriend, just look at the positive side, because there's always a back source of meaning towards it. There's always a reason why things happen. So it's important to stay positive and just surround positivity. So the third tip is to realize that you are capable of being successful, having dreams, and you are capable of change. Just realize that, we're all humans, we're all striving, we're all thriving, and it sounds so competitive, I know, but there's only one person that can take charge of your life, and that's you. You. No matter what happens, people are always going to say something. People are just bored and stupid human beings. But not saying they're all stupid. It's just they don't know how to use their brain. Anyways. So I want this video to be very insightful, and I hope you got something out of it. So third is to just, realize your authentic self is so powerful. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, because I love to post relevant content on this channel, and know that you are amazing. So I'll talk to you guys and see you in another video. Not all the time I'm going to talk about issues, but I love to express the importance of being human and just being able to connect with genuine, meaningful things, if that makes any sense. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.